I'm a spokesman for Iraq's Deputy Prime Minister. He's the president of the Future Foundation. It's a non-profit focused on youth leadership. He joins us from Washington. Actually, Entifadh, the fact that you concentrate on youth leadership, that was supposed to be the reaffirmation of Iraqi democracy, was it not? With those youth, they were largely young people who are coming out and protesting, saying that they weren't getting what every citizen wants from its government, the return that you get for paying your taxes, for being a member of civil society, to have a government taking care of you. That reaffirmation of democracy, it seems to be dying.
It is dying, unfortunately, and you are right on. It's the youth of youth revolution in 2019 who overthrow the government, and hundreds of those youth, I call them the millennials of Iraq, who has never experienced the oppression of Saddam Hussein, lived under a rule of militias who have destroyed their lives, destroyed their cities, and destroyed their future. Although those are what they call themselves now, the coordinative framework, basically the proxies of Iran, who basically conspired against this political process and conspired against democracy. And you can see before the Sadr withdrawal from the parliament, they were calling for dissolving the parliament and re-election after they gained 73 seats by, in my opinion, a mistake by Muqtada Sadr of withdrawal. They wanted to keep the parliament and form another corrupt government. This shenanigans in their behavior, political behavior, which is basically operated in remote control from Tehran, is what is bringing the country down to a slippery slope. I don't think there is any, honestly, to be very honest with you, any clear or promising scenario to get out of this abyss now.
So what are the effects on the people? The adoption of a budget for next year, that is imperative for the country. What is the effect on the everyday lives of people?
Can you believe that the parliament will convene to allocate emergency money for food, convene to put a law against the normalization with Israel, but they ignore intentionally to ratify or review or the budget of 2021 or 22. It has not been, a country has been run for over a year now without a budget. A government that is basically lame duck caretaker government cannot take any major decisions, and the corruption has never been more rampant than now. So this is a country that is basically is being cursed by its own wealth and oil. The oil which should serve the purpose of the people and give them good life is being used by those militias and by this corrupt ruling oligarch now to abuse the system and loot the system and divide this wealth amongst them in a so-called government. So no, it's not a matter only of forming a government. It's a matter if the government is going to be successful or not. And I bet you their proposal now for this upcoming government is going to be another disastrous government, another corrupt government.
You said earlier you couldn't see a way out of the crisis. There must be some people who have got some good ideas. What's the best idea you've heard?
Well, the best ideas are the worst sometimes, because now the coordinated framework or the proxies of Iran are refusing to dissolve the parliament. They want to move ahead and form a government. Muqtada Sadr and his own 2 million followers are not going to allow this. They're going to go out on the street, and any parliamentarian session who's going to try to choose or elect in a government. And this is a vicious cycle we're going through now. There's no way out. No party is willing to compromise. And I think the first formation of the three members or three coalition majority government was a step in the right direction between Muqtada Sadr and the Kurds and Al-halbousi, the Sunnis. But that was destroyed. And then, as I said, the mistake of, say, Muqtada Sadr to withdraw from the parliament gave on a silver plate 73 seats to the Iran's proxies. And now no one is winning. And we don't have in Iraq one strong, powerful group who could overtake everything else. There's very much a balance of powers, and Iran also is playing a very bad role in basically lifting those who are falling through the political process and putting them back and installing them and anoint them in positions of power.
Entifadh Qanbar, we always appreciate your appearances on TRT World. Thank you so much indeed.